Hey, what's up guys? Jamie here. Thanks for joining me in today's video. I'm going to be talking about what you need in order to get someone from point A to point B. Now, point A is where they are now. Point B is the result and the solution that you have that can help them out. And the bridge to get them there is being able to sell them something, right? Now, having said that, there's a couple of components that go into that process. And what I'm going to be talking about today is what we call the know, like, and trust factor. And I'm going to be talking about how you can build that up with your audience enough in order to get them to know, like, and trust you. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. My name is Jamie. I cover internet marketing, affiliate marketing, how to get started online, all that sort of digital stuff. Any of that's of interest to yourself, feel free to hit that subscribe button, smash that bell icon to start the day with everything I'm putting out. All right, so what is the know, like, and trust factor? Let's start with that. All right, so know, like, and trust. Basically, people like to buy, they don't like to be sold to. So if someone is trying to sell them something, guess what happens? Their defenses come up, they go into their shell, and they basically dismiss anything that that person has to say. However, if they like that person enough and they trust them enough and they feel like they know them, then their defenses start relaxing. And they are more open to the idea that this person might have a solution to help them out. Now, to build that up, there's a couple of ways you can do it, and I'm going to discuss some of the very simple things you can do with your audience in order to start building that up for yourself. Now, this is something that we teach a lot of as part of the Super Affiliate Accelerator. If you want to check that out, it's a high-ticket mastermind. Very exclusive. We've got just over 200 students there now. Feel free to click that button below and see if it's the right fit for yourself. So anyway, what we talk about though is how to build that up in your audience. And one of the ways you can do that is by being authentic. So people like authenticity, and as part of being authentic, sometimes that is about displaying your strengths as much as it is your weaknesses. And I think this is something that people kind of miss out a little bit. So a lot of the time when people refer to brands and branding and people online, they think about Instagram and the perfect lives some of these people appear to have, you know, the scantily clad people that seem to have the most perfect bodies and all that sort of stuff. But it's not really real life. Real life is full of stuff that sucks. Sometimes your day doesn't start off right. Sometimes things don't go according to plan. Sometimes, you know, best laid plans don't go according to plan, like I just said. Anyway, point being, and you mess up what you're saying. Like that's authentic, right? I'm not going to bother editing this out. And that's part of authenticity. Sometimes you slur your words, sometimes you suck, sometimes you do 500 takes of a video you try to put on YouTube, and that's being authentic. Not many people want to talk about the stuff that sucks, like the struggle, the 9 years without any results in affiliate marketing, the bankruptcies, the failed relationships, the desperate times as much as the good times. People only ever want to show the good stuff. However, imagine how much more authentic it is if you're actually willing to display some vulnerabilities along the way. Now, not to paint yourself in a light that you're a perpetual failure throughout everything you do. Of course, you want to highlight the fact that you do have some successes, but it's the fact that you've gone through the mud to start with that enables you to actually get those successes along the way. Okay? So another thing you can do, of course, is polarize your audience. And so interestingly, when you're polarizing your audience, you do a couple of things by doing that. One is you will repel the people that don't want to hear your message, that don't like you and don't like the way that you communicate, but you're also going to draw closer to you the people that like your message, like the way you communicate, like what you have to say, and see you as a natural leader. Okay? How do you do that? Well, there's a couple of ways, and I'm still something I'm learning, to be fair. But even just being yourself, that's a polarization in itself. Some people are just naturally not going to like you, and that's completely fine. Having said that, there's going to be a bunch of people out there when you put out content and you do it on a regular basis, which is going to be my next point, consistency, but we'll get to that in a moment, that just inherently like or dislike you. And that's fine. The people that like you, they're going to warm to your message. They're going to like the way you communicate. They're going to like your energy. And those are the people that you want to draw closer to you. And so the more that they see you, which is going to be my next point, like I say, the more that they will resonate with your messaging, with the way that you communicate, and basically anything that you are trying to sell along the way. Now, having said that, like I say, the other point is the consistency. Are you showing up every day? And if it's not every day, is there a regularity to when you're showing up? If you're sporadic now, admittedly, take this very YouTube channel for example, I went ham at the start of 2019, went absolutely bananas. I think I recorded for 97 days straight, sometimes 2 videos a day, sometimes more. I also had other projects where I was recording videos for like landing pages and courses and different things like that I was putting together. So I went absolutely crazy, and then I kind of burned myself out, and then I didn't really do much after kind of like August 2019. I took some time off, and as you can see, the results have been suffering from that because I wasn't consistent anymore. So my audience, even though I'd spent some time building that up and it's sitting around the, I don't know what subscriber level we're at the moment, maybe 1,500-ish, give or take. My watch time was good, my likes, my comments, my engagement on my videos was good, but then I went away. And so when I went away, guess what happened? People disappeared. They found someone else to go and follow. So consistency is so important because, again, you're serving more impressions to your audience. It's something I heard from Sam Ovens recently, which is the only reason why your parents love you, or vice versa, is because they've served you more impressions than any other person in your life. And it's a really interesting way to look at it, but if you think about that, it's probably kind of true. You inherently just like them when you're a small child, at least anyway, because they are the ones that are around the most. And the same thing applies with your own content. Now, like I say, you don't need to be crazy about it. If you don't have the capacity to do it every day, that's fine, but some sort of regularity, like a Wednesday video, a Wednesday or Thursday video, whatever you like, having that regularity will build that trust factor with your audience because they're going to see you as being consistent. Okay? So polarization, like I say, that's having things like controversial opinions. So I know I've now zigzagged back, but having controversial opinions, but don't be too controversial. But it's okay if you have something that is an unpopular opinion. Again, you're going to push some people away, you're going to pull some towards you, and the people that see you doing that, even if they don't like you, they're still going to respect you because you're basically speaking your mind. There is a certain power in that. There's a certain, I guess, way when you are doing that people inherently look up to because you're putting yourself out. I guess being able to help your audience, and again, the way that you do that is if when they see your content, they feel an emotional change, or they feel like they've learned something from the content that you're producing, of course, they're going to trust you even more. And the last part of it as well is getting results. Now, if you're getting results on any level, obviously the bigger the results, the better in some respects, although you don't want to get results that are so big because then it again polarizes your audience because they don't feel like they're in your league, so to speak. So it's kind of a funny one, but getting results also builds that trust factor because they will inherently just go, wow, this person's getting results, I want those results, what are they doing that is getting them those results? I should listen to what they say. That's the subconscious part of their brain ticking in. So that way, when you get to an environment where you can communicate with them and they're at point A, your solution is point B, hopefully your high ticket product that you've got, that's how you're going to bridge that gap. So when they see your content, when you get on a call with them, they say, Jamie, I see you everywhere, you're all over Facebook, you're all over YouTube, it feels like I kind of know you. And of course, that's what we want. And the way you do that is just by following those steps that I've just mentioned. Anyway, hopefully this has helped you guys out. My name's Jamie. I'm going to go and do some work. Stay tuned. I'm going to be putting out a heck of a lot more value on this channel, and look forward to seeing you guys around the interwebs. Have a good one, guys. Ciao.